Hey there guys, this is Zigh with WTBGold, and today we're going to be talking about the one thing that Trade Chat constantly reminds me was nerfed and not doable anymore. Let's get right into this. So you may have noticed in your local trade chat, people starting to advertise Freehold Powerleveling yet again, and other people arguing with those people saying that that's fixed, you cannot do it anymore. But yes, Freehold is indeed back, and over the past week, I've been selling runs at about 400k for 10 levels. Twinks are gone, people are right about that, due to the 8.2 experience debuff added to these characters. But with the new in-game gear and essences in patch 8.2, max level tanks such as the Prot Paladin and the Vengeance Demon Hunter, as well as a few select DPS specs such as the Havoc Demon Hunter and Assassination Rogues, are able to do Freehold yet again. So today, we're going to be talking about how you can make gold from Freehold Carries from a Prot Warrior's perspective. If you've played Mythic Plus with a Prot Warrior, you've probably noticed their incredible DPS output on trash pulls. We can use this in combination with a few enchants and Azurite essences to be able to pull off Freehold leveling yet again. Freehold is still the fastest way to power level from 110 to 120. At about 15 to 20 minutes per level. It's not quite as fast as Twinks were, but Demon Hunter Twinks were so overpowered that Blizzard had to nerf them. But due to the higher eye level and skill required to run the dungeon fast, the price of these services have gone up drastically, making power leveling a much more lucrative service. When people could gear up and set up a 111 Twink in a couple of days, the prices dropped so hard, some people selling as low as 5k per level. But if you want to go about setting up a Prot Warrior, we should get started. Overall, you want to gear aggressively rather than defensively. Clear speed is more important than staying at max health at all times. Trinkets such as the Radiance Ashara trinket, Phial of the Arcane Tempest, or the Jaina trinket, Everchill Anchor, can do a large amount of damage when pulling such large packs. You will also want siphoning on your weapon, as when you're pulling such large packs and dealing so much damage, at any given time, Leech will be a large amount of your healing. After getting some gear on your warrior, I'd recommend you starting to farm your essences, as most of them are time-gated in one way or another and are massively useful. Many essences are good, such as Anima of Life and Death. When combined with all your plus max HP cooldowns, you can have some massive burst. But it has a long cooldown, and realistically you want smooth, consistent AoE damage. You don't really want things that give kiting abilities such as Conflict and Strife, as it makes your Thunderclap root all enemies it hits and can cause gaps in your death balls so that every mob isn't getting hit with every one of your casts. Due to prioritizing speed over defensive abilities, traits such as Azeroth and Dying Gift, Aegis of the Deep, or Nullification Dynamo are overall super underwhelming, only offering damage reduction and no offensive power. Visions of Perfection, much like its name, is perfect for the Prot Warrior. A random chance to proc Avatar, our main DPS cooldown, which also synergizes with most of our talents and Azurite traits, is so powerful in this context, it's not even funny. Minor essences are much more simple, as you want to go with things that scale with the amount of enemies you're hitting. Things such as the Crucible of Flame can add some extra nice dot damage to your enemies, and you'll want to take Memory of the Lucid Dreams for some rage refund for your second one once you hit level 65. For your talents, it's quite self-explanatory. You want to take anything that buffs your main damage or AoE abilities. For warriors, this is Avatar or Thunderclap, so take Crackling Thunder, Unstoppable Force, and Anger Management. Booming Voice is also a nice big AoE damage boost whenever Demo Chat is off cooldown. Into the Fray is another easy choice for free 15% haste, and finally, Bolster and Rumbling Earth are nice survivability talents due to there being no DPS options on these rows. For your Azurite traits, you must, and I cannot stress this enough, have at least one Deafening Crash, one Bastion of Might, and one Bloodsport. Bastion of Might gives you a bunch of mastery whenever you have your avatar active, as well as gives you a free Ignore Pain cast. This also stacks with the Visions of Perfection. Bloodsport gives Leech while Ignore Pain is active, and makes your Ignore Pain slightly stronger per cast. Deafening Crash gives your Thunderclap extra damage and also extends your Demo Shot. And once you got your character fully set up, you can start to do runs, but practice before you find your buyers. You will drop under 10% health and you're gonna panic, and you're gonna die a lot. And if your buyers see you dying a lot, they won't buy from you again. So practice until you can clear at least 3 times in a row without dying. And there you have it, you've gotten your character set up and ready to do runs, and in the next video, I'll go over the route that I use to run the dungeon, as well as some specific tips for certain pulls that can cause problems. So make sure to subscribe for when that one comes out, and make sure to leave a like if you like this type of content. And as always, good luck and happy gold making.